Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I know in Pakistan and India it's evening, it's afternoon here, and I know someplace in the world it's morning. This is Carla of Gigglefest University and Learn English by Speaking English, and I am here, excuse me, my nose is itchy. I am here to speak with you in English, but this is for people under 20 today. So if you're over 20 or I don't know your name, I will be asking for your age. And if you're over 20, I'm sorry, come back Monday through Thursday. This is specifically for people under 20 today. We are sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace throughout the world with one conversation at a time. And I'm very proud to be a part of that. And here, hopefully, we'll have more than one conversation happening today. I never know until it happens. And just come and speak with me. I have Pamela Hills here who will be helping me get through with the kids today. And we'll take it one step at a time. Pamela, could you please share out? And not share out, I'm going to share out. I need you to talk. And please don't ask me if there's a child, if anyone's coming. When I will let them in.
Okay. Okay, well, hi everyone. It's Pamela Hills from Newark, Ohio, here in America. I live in Ohio, which is a little ways from where Carla lives in Washington, D.C. America is a very, very big country with 50 states. I'm often asked about them. Each one is unique. Each one is beautiful. Each one has their own way of speaking some words, and this is why we often say there is no such thing as perfect English. Just come speak with us if you're under 20. Let's talk and have fun, and we can all learn from one another. There's a young girl, which I don't know if she can be with us today, named Barilla. Who,
Excuse me, Ellie, right then, could you please write? Oh, I know who you are. You have the kids. Okay, if there are no kids with you, I may have to remove you. Okay.
Okay. But she does something amazing. We all can do something amazing with our lives each and every day.
You say she does something amazing. Tell them what she does.
I'm getting there. What she does with learning English is read books in English to students or to children even.
Whoa, we will unmute you in a very short amount of time. I'm glad you're here.
Oh, I remember these boys. I remember these boys. They really livened up the show last time they were here. But learning English is so much easier when we are children, when we are younger.
Excuse me. Oh. Boys, you need to stay muted until I unmute you.
Okay.
Okay, because it's kind of noisy in your background and people will not be able to hear Pamela. Okay? I will unmute you very soon. Thank you.
Okay. But children, no matter what it is, be it a language, be it something that we as adults make so hard, children, they don't put up all of these barriers that we do. They are just like little sponges and they just absorb everything. Our generation had to learn computers from from our children and grandchildren.
Slow and please. For some reason, you're really loud today, and it's hurting my ears.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I feel so bad saying that.
Okay. I'll try to speak softer and hopefully you can hear me. But okay, so I had to learn about computers from my daughters in the 1980s when they came out. We didn't grow up with all the electronic devices that you as children have nowadays. And they keep constantly changing and becoming different. What we are doing right now, I can remember discussing with our teacher in a classroom. Are you listening, boys? Our generation talked about the day when we would hold a device in our hand, because back then we had the big old telephones that we had to dial and talk on. But we talked about the day where we would hold a device in our hand and be able to see a picture of the person on the other side. Believe it or not, for many of you who may watch Star Trek or know what the show is, a lot of the things which they had, what was called the communicator that they held in their hand, a lot of things that we have today
Asking for your
came into existence from a television show called Star Trek. What we're doing right now was a great invention in someone's garage called the computer. And look how far it's come. It used to be computers, believe it or not, could fill a whole room. They were gigantic. They had punch cards. When they spoke, the cards, and I got one of those with a song many years ago from a guy I dated, would punch out the words on a card.
One quick thing.
Okay.
There are people in the watch party who are beginning to interact. Please, I cannot see your messages. Please do me a favor. If you want to come to the show and you have someone under 20, you need to come through Rayhan's page or copy the link that I put on in the watch party and come to the show. Okay, Pamela.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. But anyway, when computers first came out, they could fill this room. They were that big. And instead of having a printer to print out, what you were saying, or a picture, a recipe, a game, they had punch cards, and it would punch out the numbers, and this would be how they would communicate. Then came the smaller desktop computers, which weren't very small. They had these huge towers, and they had what we called it zipline paper, because you would start printing and it would just come out and start folding on top of each other. And then on each side of it, you had a zip line. And kids had fun doing this. I mean, you could just hand it to them and they would just zip it off from side to side. Now look what we have. We have smaller computers. Your computers can literally be held in your hand right now on a phone. The music that we once had is so different from what you have. So moving forward, you young boys and young people who come here under 20, what you're going to have in the future is unbelievable, because time does not stand still. It forever goes forward. You young boys may invent something one day that will be incredible. this is where we're at. But what I am alluding to is we are never too old to learn. You know, Rehan had this thing years ago. Teach your parents, teach your grandparents about computers. Connect them to the world. And this is what my children did for me. I couldn't even turn a computer on. It was a lot more difficult in those days when computers first came out than what it is now. It's just keeping up with all the changes that happens each and every day in the world of technology. But anyway, that's just a little bit of the story of what we grew up with. Now, you kids, you grew up with computers and cell phones. You will never know unless you talk to your parents, grandparents, teachers, whatever, what it was like in the early days before computers. It's interesting. It's like we lived in the Stone Age, but we didn't. We actually wrote letters by hand. We actually had to pick up a phone and call, and we had to dial the number. We could not see each other. So we have came a long, long, long way. And as I say often, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. Anything is possible. Anything. Okay. I don't know if Carla is at the point where we can let you boys talk because you were so entertaining.
They're unmuted. Please don't touch the buttons. I'm trying to unmute you, but if you are doing that, I can't. Mukhtar, UI, please write your name in the chat.
What?
Write your
No.
age in the chat, and you need to be under 20 to come.
Okay.
Good morning, good afternoon, guys. How are you doing?
Your
Hello.
turn. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, can you introduce yourself so people will know who you are?
I am Sayyid Muhammad Ummar Ali. You can also call you can say me a short name called Ummar Ali. And this is Ammar Ali.
Okay. Ummar Ali. Ummar Ali.
And Ammar Ali.
And Ammar Ali. Okay. Can you tell us what your names mean?
We don't really know. Age, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask you how young you were when you first used a computer?
When I was born, when I was born, there was like old computers technology only when I was born.
Okay.
Now this time there's now.
Wait a
more
minute,
technology.
Ummar.
Wait.
What you considered an old computer, describe what you're talking about, because that is not the same thing that I grew up with or Pamela grew up with. How old are you, Ummar?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 8.
You're 8, right. The computers were a lot different then, now, than they were then, and even 8 years ago. So what do you remember a computer being like?
A small screen and a keyboard and a mouse and a screen.
Okay. Who taught you how to use a computer?
I don't know. My parents and my teacher.
Okay. So you were using computers in your school there. If I remember right, you're in Saudi, right? You're in Saudi Arabia?
Yes, yes. There's a
Okay.
lot of technology in Saudi.
Okay. So when you went to school, you used computers there as well.
Yes.
Okay.
There was also a British school called Al-Amin
Okay.
International School.
Okay.
I was in grade 5.
Okay.
I joined Al-Amin in when I was in grade 3.
Okay. Now I know in some.
Whoa,
Oh,
what does Elamine mean?
Al-Amin mean a school. School name.
Oh, that's the name of your school. What is Elamine? Is Elamine?
Al-Amin International School.
Oh, okay. And
It's
you're
the
4 years old, right?
What?
You're 8. How old are you now?
8. Still 8.
Yeah. And you're, how old are you, Ummar?
I am 11.
8 and 11, okay. So what do you remember? What did you do on a computer when you were that age? When did you start using a computer?
Like he was like 5 years old.
I'm asking you.
Me?
mhm.
Yes, when did you start using a computer?
When I was 7 years old when I started using a computer.
Okay, did you start using it at school or at home?
At school.
At school. Did
When I was 8.
Did your dad have a computer at home?
Yes, we are using it right now. No, it's not a computer, it's a laptop.
Ummar, chill out for a moment. Please take a chill pill. Just for a moment. I'm talking to your brother right now. I'm going to ask you too in a moment, but relax. Ummar and Ummar,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And I just came back from home right now because I have like afternoon shift in school.
But it's Sunday. Do you go to school on Sunday?
Yes, we go.
Wow.
Do you go to school on Friday?
No. Friday and Saturday we don't go.
Dad, let them answer. If they don't answer, they're not gaining what I want from the show. Please, let them make mistakes. Let them learn right now. So do you have your own laptop?
No,
Ummar?
this is my father's laptop.
Ah, so you're not on a computer all day long, are you?
No. When I was on my
Yay! I'm glad to hear that. McDonald's French fries. Okay.
we did go to McDonald's.
And what did you eat at McDonald's?
We ordered like 3 Big Macs. One
Whoa.
for my father and 2 for us.
What did you order? Say that again.
2 Big Macs. I mean
Okay.
3.
2 Big Macs. I've
No,
never
actually
had a
3.
Big
Actually
Mac.
3.
I have never eaten a Big Mac.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It is? I don't eat beef, so I wouldn't know.
No, chicken is the Good is fun. It
They
means
have
the
chicken
quality is
too?
good. The chicken. Big Mac.
Awareness, could you please give me your real name? And Usman, if you are older than 20, I will be removing you immediately. But Awareness, I need a goodbye. How old are you, Usman?
Name is Muhammad Usman.
How old are you?
22 years.
Goodbye. You can come back tomorrow.
Come tomorrow.
But why?
Because this show is for people over younger than 20. Awareness, I cannot bring you in until I know how I have a real name and I know how old you are. Okay, back to you guys.
Are we the only student?
Let me say this to everyone because I want to make it clear. This show is for people under 20. That means if you are 21, you may not come. If you are 22, you may not come. If you're 30, 40, 50, you cannot come. If you're 19, you can come. If you are 20, you can come. But you may not come if you are older than 20. End of discussion. Stop trying to come in. It is written on the top. It is written all over. So don't ask why you can't come. It's very clear. And I will remove you. I'm going to see if I can bring Awareness in. They're not responding, but that doesn't always mean. Okay, do you want to talk to them while I figure out this?
I told it.
Okay.
I'm glad
Ummar,
you finished them, and what were they good?
Oh.
Who's this? Awareness.
Yeah, but we don't know how old Awareness is. And if Awareness does not put on his or her camera, she will be going to. He or she will be going to.
Who is this? Awareness.
I don't know.
Even I don't know.
I'm
It's
not
a mystery
asking
guest.
again. Okay, Awareness.
Let's see.
Looks like she.
Hello,
Awareness, how old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
Oh, you can stay, but fix your camera, please. And what is your real name?
My real name is Sahir. Actually, there is no light right now. That's why I can't come on
Okay,
live.
can you type your name in the chat so I can at least put it there? If there's no light, I'm not going to throw you out, but I need to know your real
Yes,
name. Okay.
yeah, sure. Wait for
Put
a while.
it in the chat for Zoom. Don't put it in the chat for the show. Okay? Thank you. And Maria is coming.
Oh, super.
Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maria.
Ummar, do you know that I did not grow up with fast food like McDonald's?
Yeah, at the early 19s, there was no McDonald's, no fast food, just the regular stuff like the farming, no meat, nothing.
Right. And we had family restaurants. You could go get a hamburger there. But as a child, I never grew up with fast food. Everything I ate was made at home. Okay? Can you tell us the fast food places? We know you have McDonald's. What other fast food places that are American that you have ate at?
KFC, Outback. No, that's Saudi.
Oh.
Oh. David Khan,
And hopefully he is of age.
Texas. Also,
David, how old are you? You're older than 20. You are older than 20, right?
he's
Excuse me.
muted.
How old are you, Javid?
I am 24, 25.
Goodbye. Come back
tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thumbs up for him.
Oh,
What
okay.
is it that makes it so difficult for people to understand?
I don't know.
It's written. It's in writing.
Right.
I think
What?
they're too. I think they're in a
Please
hurry.
smile, Maria, or I'll kick you out too.
I just want to ask you real quick. Now, trying to keep your name straight. You're Ummar, right?
And
And you're Ammar, or vice versa.
The older one is Ummar.
Okay.
The younger one is Ammar.
Okay,
You
Ummar.
can tell how frustrated he is with you asking.
who's taking so much breath?
Oh no, could be me. I don't know.
It could
No, it's not me.
The awareness.
Kashif.
Oh, awareness. I just want to ask you real quick, what's your favorite fast food place to eat at?
It's a Saudi restaurant
Oh,
that everyone loves.
Okay.
Saudi. No.
what makes it special? Why do you love it?
Because
It's
their
all back,
chicken,
right?
yes.
It's all back.
Because their chicken is the tastiest chicken
And
I
biggest,
have ever-
biggest as well.
Wow.
It's like this.
Yeah,
big.
this big.
Oh, wow. That's enough to feed the whole family.
Yep. It's,
And there's also fish nuggets and chicken nuggets.
Oh, wow. But this is a Saudi. What's the name of it again?
Albaik.
Alibek?
Albaik.
Alibek. What does that mean?
It's super far away.
Oh, do you know what that means?
Yeah,
What?
chicken.
Okay, so Alibek is Saudi
Dad,
for chicken?
quiet.
Okay.
why is Maria muted?
I think
Well,
they want
first
to talk
of
to
all,
her.
she's not smiling. That's number one. And second of all, I give everyone a chance to speak first before I allow everyone to speak. And I would like, boys, I am so happy you're here, but we need to see what Javid has to say. Okay, so let's give him a chance to say hi. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Hello, Kasha. Wait a moment, let me unmute you. Kashif, don't touch the buttons. Okay. Kashif, I can't unmute you if you keep on doing it yourself. You need to let me have control of the buttons. Kashif, can you
listen to me?
introduce yourself? I've never met you before. Who are you?
I am a student of 9th class and I am from Pakistan.
What is your name? Your whole name, Kashif?
My whole name is Kashif Awan.
Okay. I know you live in Pakistan. Where do you live in Pakistan?
I live in Lahore.
Ah, yeah, I know Lahore had some lighting problems. And what are you studying in Lahore?
I'm studying computer sciences.
Ah, what do you plan to do with computer sciences?
Sorry, I don't get your point.
Do you want to try,
Okay.
Pamela?
Okay. What job do you want to do with computer science?
I want I want to be a software engineer in my future.
Okay, a software engineer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what year are you in?
Sorry.
Are you in the first year of this?
No, I'm in matriculation, like 9 to 10 class.
Oh, okay. Okay. Um, okay. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay. Are you the youngest or the oldest or in the middle?
um, might be I'm in the middle.
Okay. Oh, okay. Do you have nieces and nephews?
Yeah, I have both of them.
Okay. Your English is very good. Where did you first learn English?
Actually, our school teaches us Oxford English, so might be.
Okay. How old were you when you began to learn English?
Mm, I'm learning English from the very beginning at first year at my school when I read A, B, C, something like that.
Okay. So what were you, about 7, 8? How
Um,
old were you?
I'm 18-year-old.
No, I mean when you went to school to learn English, how old were you?
I was 4-year-old at
Oh, wow. You learned
that
in
time.
nursery school.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, do your brothers and sisters and parents speak English?
Now they speak Urdu, Punjabi,
Okay.
but they don't speak English.
Okay. So why haven't you taught them how to speak English?
Yeah, my brother and sisters are literate, and they can speak English, but they don't use to speak English in their daily routine life.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. And for you, does your family understand why it's important for you to learn English in your in the job that you want to do? Do they understand this?
Yeah, they understand this. Yeah, because of today's the world where everything is in English. Even when we search on Google,
Hmm.
we type some English typical words or keywords to search the search engine, and
Right.
all the coding is also in English, right? Like
Right.
integers, printf, something like that regarding coding. So
Okay.
that's why.
Go ahead.
So that's why I think that English is actually necessary. Is the need of all that everyone should learn English. If you want to compete,
Right.
then you should have to learn English.
Well, and especially in your software engineering, I mean, you want to be able to compete with the world.
Ye-
You know, to have your software engineering be used around the world and be able to get job uh, in many places.
Yeah.
Um, um, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. It's very important. I just want to point in, people are asking, how do I join the show? Number one, you need to be under 20 today. So if you're asking that question, I'm asking you, are you under 20? Number two, I just wrote in again, you need the Zoom app to come from zoom.us, All of that is written there. Click on the Giggle Fest University link and you can come to the show. But if you're over 20, I'll tell you right now, I will not allow you to join. You can come every day, every day from Monday to Thursday and join the show. Okay. Kashif, I'm sorry, but people are asking that question. They're not reading. I needed to make that clear. By the way, where did you find the show, Kashif?
I find this show from Rehana Lavala profile, which I like. So that's why I think that I have to join. I have to join this conversation.
How long have you been following Rayhan?
Sorry.
How long have you been following Rayhan?
I'm following Mr. Rehan from last 6 months.
Oh, so you've
Approximately.
known, okay, you have known the show for about 6 months, correct?
Yeah.
I am just asking, why did it take 6 months for you to come?
Because I have to study my course outlines. So that's why today is Sunday and today I found the spare time to join this room. So that's why I click it and I join it.
Okay, this show for people under 20 is every Sunday, just so you know. And I don't allow anyone else in if they are older than 20. The reason I'm saying this to you is the show is only an hour. You don't need, you can take an hour break from your studies and come.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Next day I try my best.
you can't try to do anything.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have a pencil near you? Or a pen or a book?
Yeah, I have, but as I said before, there is no
No,
white.
quiet. You don't know what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask Ummar and Ummar to do this too.
Okay, okay.
Try to pick up your book.
Our books are over there.
Try to pick up a pencil. I don't care. I just want you to try to pick up a pencil. Whatever is near you, pick up. Okay. Put the pen on the floor.
Or this brush.
Listen to what I'm saying. Put the pen on the floor. Please do that, Ummar. Katja, too. And Maria, who's not smiling, I'm about to kick her out. Okay, now try to pick up the pen. Did you try to pick up the pen or did you pick up the pen? Put it on the floor again. Now try to pick it up. Ummar. Did you try to pick it up or did you pick it up? Oh, Ummar, please. Right now, stop it. Did you try to pick up the pen or did you pick it up?
I picked up the pen.
Okay, Kashif, did you try to pick up what I asked you to pick up or did you pick it up?
Oh, we may have lost him altogether.
Ummar, are you there? I mean, Kashif, are you there?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm there.
Oh.
Answer my question. Did you pick up a thing or did you try to pick it up? Ummar. Kasha, did you pick it up or did you try to pick it up?
I think he can't hear you.
I'm asking Kashif. Chill, please. Kashif, did you try to pick it up or did you pick it up?
I tried to pick it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Put it on the floor again or on the table. Put it down. Now pick it up.
Yeah, I got it. Pick it up.
Okay, put it on the table or floor again. I don't care where. Just put it down. You too, Ummar and Ummar.
Yeah, I put it down.
Okay, now try to pick it up.
Yeah, I picked it up.
Okay, did you try or did you do it?
Sorry.
Did you try or did you do it?
I do it.
Okay, and what happened when you did? So did you try to do anything or did you actually do it?
I actually do it.
Right. Do you get my point?
Yeah, I got your point.
What is my point?
Your point is that I picked the pen from the table, so I picked it up, not trying to picked it up.
Right. You can't try to do anything. You can only do it.
Yeah.
And you can only do it. If you think you try to do something, then you're not going to do it. When you decide you are going to do it, you will do it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand, but the thing which we don't know, then I think that we should have to try this first.
No, that's the whole point.
Okay.
If you try to do something, when you were a baby and your mom said walk, did you try to walk or did you get up and walk?
When I was baby.
When you were a very small child, when you were a baby, no, you were not walking. That's very true.
I think I would try to walk.
You would. Pamela, try. He's not getting it.
Okay.
The word try, Kasha, doesn't even belong. You can't try to do anything. You can only do it. Even if you can only do a little part of it.
One thing I
you're
read.
Not listening.
Oh, sorry.
You need a conversation. It's two things. One, listening, and one, talking. Right now, it's your time to listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
You can only do something. Maybe you can't be successful the first time. Hopefully you're not. That's how you begin to learn. But if you don't do something, you'll never do it. Does that make sense to you? Tell me what I just told you.
You told me that you have to do anything or something, but not try. If you tried something, then you can't do it.
No, that's not what I actually said. When you say I'm going to try, you're not determined to do. When you say I am going to do it, you are learning the steps to do it.
Yeah.
You explain to me what you understand what I said. And Ummar, don't put that in your mouth. Do not put it in your mouth. That's not a good thing to do. Go on, Kasha.
as you told that if you think that you're gonna do something, then you take steps to do these things.
Right.
You make your mind to do these things. But my question is that I read a story with the title "Try Again." There's a spider who climbed the mountain and fall, and again try to climb mountain and again fall. And time comes when he reached at the peak. So what
Right.
is the main story of this try again?
I wouldn't use the word try. I would say do it. And every time that ant climbed the mountain, he went a little further and he got better at it, correct?
Mhm,
Every time you speak a word in English or learn a new word, you use it. And when you use it, it becomes very helpful, correct?
yes.
And it's just a point of doing. You do it. You
Mhm,
don't worry about if you're going to do it right the first time. It doesn't matter. You
mhm,
just keep on doing it.
mhm.
Does do you tell me what I just said? I want to make sure you got it because this is very important.
Yeah, I got it. You want to say, ma'am, that
No,
if
no,
you
no. I want you to tell me what I just told you.
yes, yes, you told me that if you want to do anything, then you have to be ambitious to do this thing. Don't think or whatever. Am I right?
Sort of. Ambitious isn't the right word. You
Can
just do it. Okay.
can I?
Pamela, you want to say something? Try it.
Yeah. Just like smiling. I have learned this from Carla and how important it is. It's basically our way to speak all over the world, and it can make such a difference in our life. Also, when I first met Carla, I didn't know how to use a cell phone. And I
Mhm,
kept saying, I'll try. And she kept saying, no, no. You'll say, do it. I found, and I grew up with this try again. Whoa, a motorcycle went by. I found that the word try is the word we tell ourselves to use as an excuse to
mhm,
not to do something. It's
mhm,
so easy for us, no matter what it is, whether it's trying a new food. It is the word that we put in our mind, or we can't learn something. We're going to try instead of just doing it. And
mhm,
this is something very important, even at my age, I learned from
mhm,
Carla. Um, there is no such thing as try. This
mhm.
is the word you tell yourself when you don't want to do it. I'll
Yeah,
try it and then I'll never do it.
yeah,
And if you put the word do in your vocabulary, you can
yeah,
accomplish anything. So
yeah,
I think that's it in a nutshell. It's a
Yes.
very valuable lesson. And I love this because
yeah.
literally, no matter what you're doing, you're not
Yeah,
trying, you're literally doing it.
doing it.
So
Yeah,
I appreciate this lesson, Carla, because even I had to learn this as well.
yeah,
So, okay.
And I do it all the time
Yeah.
in all the shows.
Yeah.
Kasha, I wasn't making fun of you by using the word try. I want you to say I do. Like you
yeah.
can't, let's say you want to learn to read Arabic. That's great, but
Mhm,
you can't try to do it. You can only learn to do it.
mhm,
Okay?
And
You can
mistake.
only learn to use a computer.
Right.
You can only learn computer sciences. You can't
mhm,
try to do it.
mhm.
Does that make sense to you now?
No.
No?
No? Oh no. Oh no.
sorry, Miss Carla, I can't get your voice clear, so that's why I don't understand what are you saying.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
At the very same time, I can listen, Ma'am Pamela Hills. I can listen her clearly, and I got the point that one should have to do the things. Don't try. If you think to try the things, then you can't. If you are willing to do the things, then this is doing, not trying. You say that, yeah, I can do this, yeah, and you try the ways. You try the sources, you collect the sources from where I can do it. So I got your point, yeah, that
Okay.
one should have to do, not try. And I took the do in my vocabulary and just throw the trap on my vocabulary.
I think he gets an A plus, Carla. He got it.
yeah, he
He
got
got it.
I just didn't want to go on without making sure he got it. I really wish I could see Maria's whole face.
Maria.
Maria, I thought you may be on your trip now, but I guess you're not. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Barira Ali and I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. And I go live from children those can't read storybook but they can learn by
Hey,
speaking
Maria,
English.
for
Yeah.
some reason I'm having trouble understanding you. Speak slowly today. There's
Okay.
something wrong. It's either your mic or it's you. I don't know what, but you need to speak a little slower and a little clearer. You can do it.
Hi everybody. This is Barira Ali from Karachi, Pakistan. And I go live from children those countries storybook but they can learn by speaking English. And today I am in the show with Carla Riechman with Rehan Allah on his stage. So today is Sunday and I am very excited because today is Children's Day and I am having fun. So thank you.
Yeah, but you kept leaving the show and coming back. What was going on there?
Carla, there was my internet issue.
Oh, that was the problem, and that was why you were not smiling?
Yeah.
Okay. What else were you doing? Have you been doing today?
Actually, I was going to. Actually, I go today with my friends, my center friends to practice archery.
Oh.
To catch the what?
To practice archery.
What is an arcade?
Archery.
Ah. Did your mom take you?
No, my dad.
Okay. And how did you do in archery?
I do very well. The most of my arrows were going on the X.
Wow.
Say
Bullseye.
that again?
I do it very good because most of my arrows were going in the middle of the board.
Very good. You know, I think Ummar wants to say hello to you. Should I let him?
Okay.
I want to see more of your body and less of your wall, please. Okay, Okay, we know you went to McDonald's. We're going to change that subject, please. Okay. Ummar, you wanted to say hi to Maria. You may do it now.
Okay. Hello, Maria.
How, Ummar?
What are you doing?
I am doing very fine, and how about you?
Me too. What do you play at your free time?
I go to academy and I practice archery.
And what do you study when you are at tuition?
I don't go tuition.
Because of the tuition, because the tuition helps more to practice. Stop! I'm saying something. And you are drinking Coca-Cola from the McDonald's. Look at him. He loves Coca-Cola.
Okay, he needs to settle down. Did you want to talk to Maria?
No, he's just drinking. He's just drinking Coca-Cola. I don't know why. Even it's empty.
He's being very, very silly.
I'm curious, Maria. Have you ate at McDonald's in Pakistan?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It is very exciting when I go to McDonald's with my family. There's a McDonald's in Pakistan which is only allowed to go with their family.
Which is what?
Only allowed to go with their family or friends.
Oh, so not, you have to be with family or friends to go to the McDonald's?
Yep.
Wow, that's new. What's your favorite thing to eat at McDonald's?
You know, I can't tell in Carla.
Oh, hamburgers. Right?
You can tell me, I just won't eat them. What is your favorite thing, Ummar and Ammar, to eat at McDonald's?
This guy loves chicken nuggets and I love Big Mac.
No, I love fish nuggets.
But they don't have fish nuggets in McDonald's.
Oh, I forgot. I'm 3 years old back.
So what did you eat at McDonald's, Ammar?
Big Mac?
Okay, did you like your Big Mac?
No.
Okay, I'm not going to ask anymore.
It was so delicious.
What a meme!
I didn't like it, but it was delicious. Super, super delicious.
Wow, big
This guy-
words.
He didn't like it, but it was super delicious. Somehow,
Wow!
about that doesn't.
Have you boys, because I want you to talk to Maria, have you done archery? Have you done archery in Saudi? No?
I never heard about it.
Oh, you don't know anything about archery? Wow. And Maria's gone again.
I think
I
she's
think he's going to show
Oh.
us something.
Oh, okay.
That's why I kicked her out earlier and put her in the white room. She kept on leaving and coming back, and can't do that, Maria.
Nope.
Carla, my internet was hanging. I wasn't doing that. My camera was shutting down by itself.
Oh,
charging.
Big internet problems there. Maria, these boys know nothing about archery. Can you just tell them in a real easy sentence what archery is?
Archery, we call that it is a bow and arrow.
Oh, no, I understand. Bow and arrow? Like, wow. Archery? I don't do archery. I don't even have a sword.
well, you don't need a sword for archery.
He plays games.
No.
He's like, oh, I'm so good at this. Whoa.
Explain to them,
that.
Maria, explain to them what archery is.
Archery is that the Muslim relationship. Muslim do archery
Why?
because in olden days people do archery.
I know why.
Why? I don't understand. Ammar, I may have to remove you from the show.
But
You
I
need
will be
to
removed too.
polite to-
He just
No, you need to kind of cool it a little.
excuses.
You're big. No, Ammar, please leave the show for a few minutes.
Okay.
Then act correctly.
He's hiding.
That's fine. He can hide.
Under the sofa.
This isn't a classroom, really, but I do expect people to be polite to each other. And he was not being polite. Okay. Maria, explain archery to Ummar.
Ummar, the archery is that what said it when our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was born. He do archery and then slowly we learn archery.
I may need to mute you, Ummar, because of your brother's behavior. I don't want to, but I may.
father.
Okay, do you want to ask Maria a little about archery?
I know about archery, but I never played it.
Oh, what have you played?
In the early days, in 17s, there were no guns and stuff for the war. So they had only swords and archers.
Oh.
And then when 19 started, they made it a gun. Tanks and other stuff, bulletproof windows for shield, sniper rifles, rocket launchers.
You don't play with guns, do you?
I never played with guns.
Good.
I'm really scared of guns.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you.
But I'm not scared in video game guns.
Well, you know, as long as you know there is a difference between video game guns and real guns, it's okay. Some people do not understand that, and they use guns thinking they're still games or a toy, and they are not a toy.
For real, when these guns came out in the war, lot of people died.
Right.
Even the soldiers who were brave, who were strong, but they didn't survive the guns of the bullet.
Right. And that's the point that I'm trying to make right now. I don't want you guys to play with guns.
I just went to the washroom.
Ummar, are you ready to act correctly? Because if you can, I am going to have to do something about it.
I can just call my father.
Well, let's see if he continues doing what he had been doing. If he doesn't, it's okay. But I'm hoping we don't need to call him.
And also, now, when 2000, whatever, when they created guns, they even put nuclear power.
Right.
And when this technology came out, the technologies also made a nuclear bomb
Right.
to destroy cities, towns, whatever.
Yeah. Guns are not good things to play with.
Even if it is a small little pistol.
I believe it was the Chinese that actually invented gunpowder.
Yes.
And when I think of archery, I think of the great warrior Genghis Khan and the use of archery. I mean, they were masters at it. Do you know that bows and arrows were used by our Native American Indians? We did not have guns in this country till they were invented. And unfortunately, they were placed in the hands of our Native Americans. And they found out how deadly they are as well. There was more of a survival when we only used bows and arrows. As you said, guns kill many, many people. And worldwide, we now have, even in Saudi, the industrial or the military industrial complex. Every country in the world is trying to build the most powerful weapon instead of creating peace. And this is one thing that Carla talks about, and it begins with you as children. You inherit this world one day, and we need to have less weapons, completely annihilate nuclear weapons and biological and chemical weapons. It's as if mankind on Earth is trying to destroy everything instead of working toward peace. And we hope that you, Ummar, your brother, anyone that is listening, work for peace. We are more powerful than weapons when we use our voice and our friendship and our love for one another. During the Vietnam War, do you know what they did for the guns? What did they do? What they do?
They fight for the oil.
Well, not in Vietnam, but in protest in America, they took flowers and stuck them in the ends of the rifles and brought about the end of the Vietnam War.
I want to tell something that when 2014 year came, these drones came for kids.
Yeah.
But in 2017, they made a drone which has explosives and guns.
Right.
And the military has a single one. Even if there is like so many military army, but when they will lose, the drones are in charge.
Right. It's called, they are working toward what's called an all robotic war. When something like that happens, those robots, those drones can't feel what the human heart feels, can't see what the human eye sees. And we cannot let the world become this. So you are a very bright young man, very intelligent. And I hope that you will, even as a young child, create peace. Okay? Amazing conversation, Carla,
Yeah.
even from children.
And we don't want to encourage guns or even talking about guns much here.
Right.
Because I'm totally against it. I'm sorry. We need to start teaching people to smile more. Ummar and Ammar. Ummar, move a little away from the camera. Thank you. Do you have anything to say, Maria?
Oh, she's muted.
Well, she muted herself.
She's got glasses on.
She has had them on.
Has she? I just hadn't noticed
you keep
it.
on muting and unmuting yourself. I don't know what's with you today. What is happening?
I want to tell something that
Maria, what are you doing? And Ammar, if you touch the video, your computer again, I am going to ask Ummar to get your dad. I shouldn't have to talk to you like this on the show. Okay. Maria, what do you... Yes, Ummar?
that the people just want their own lives and their own area, not everybody else. Even sometimes you think, I want to be alone, I want to take everything, but that's wrong. People are
Again, I'm a little surprised. I don't quite get what you're saying.
I'm saying that when these weapons out, the war started everywhere. In Iran, Iraq, and also Pakistan.
So let me ask you, what do you think we can do to keep war from happening?
Well, everything is on God's hands.
How can we put it, how can we teach people to put it in God's hands?
So God will show them why the world created.
Okay, and what do you think the world has been created for?
For peace, and everybody stays alive and also and die in their own age.
Okay. What do you think, Maria?
Sorry, Carla.
Do you want to ask her the question, because she hasn't been listening and I'm having a little issue with it. Mohammed Hasib, how old are you? How old are you, Mohammed Hasib? Okay, I'm putting you in the white room. When you tell me how old you are, I may bring you back.
Okay, Maria, have you been listening to the conversation about war and guns? Okay. let's see if I can remember how to word this. What would you do? How do you think we should have peace and silence the guns of war?
Without the war, people should live friendly with each other.
Okay.
When when the neighbor, just like America and Asia,
Okay.
they are neighbors. So if there's a break from each other, they are get angry and not be peaceful. So when the anger is your very dangerous habit, you should not get angry with other children,
Right.
and you should be peaceful.
Mm-hmm. And go ahead.
Yeah, continue, Pamela.
Oh, well, I was just going to say, because Ummar at his age said the same thing. We humans on this earth make life a lot harder than it needs to be. The one thing that God asks from all of us is to love one another. If we do this, and it begins with children, it begins in the schools, in the homes, by, how can you say, by not being angry with one another, but by talking to one another. This is what this conversation does. It brings people together from all over the world, all ages, to talk to one another for peace, because that's literally what we're doing here, for peace, by talking to one another. So many times we don't even know each other. We hear on the news or something, hate this one, hate that one, and we don't even know each other. Your voice is the most powerful weapon on the face of the earth. It can silence any war, and it can bring peace. And it's not up to governments or militaries. It's up to us. And it begins with teaching children how to be peaceful. So it's a big task, but I'm with Carla on this.
Actually, it's something that I worked on a great deal when I was teaching. And it's why I work with Rehan Awawa, because we need to teach people to be peaceful.
Even one thing, the governments are building some. My brother is here.
Oh, that's another.
You have another brother? Oh no, not another one of these.
Oh, he is so cute. How old is he?
He is.
He's like only 2 years.
Oh, what's his name?
Uzaifa.
Say again?
It's really hard to pronounce his name.
Do it. Say it.
His name is Uzaifa.
Uzaifa?
Yes.
What does they oh, I'm sorry, you need to go. You're not dressed properly, and I won't have you on my show. Goodbye. I'm sorry, I will not have that on the show. I'm not even sure of his age, but
well, how many other are you? How many brothers or sisters do you have?
Just 2 only.
Oh, just the 2?
My only brother.
Oh, he is so cute. Look at that
He is.
smile. Oh, wow. He is adorable.
Anyway, we are over an hour, and I think it's time to wave goodbye. I'm not sure what happened with Maria, but she was saying she was having some internet issues, so I'm sure that had a lot to do with it. Thank you, Ummar and Ummar, for coming today. Thanks everyone for watching. And like always, we were sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace with one conversation at a time. And we had some really good conversation today. If you found value of this show, please share it out to your friends and family. I would rather I had said this earlier in the show, but please share it out. I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you, Pamela, for coming.
Welcome.
And we're going to wave goodbye. I will be back tomorrow for anyone of any age. And if you're over 20, you can come tomorrow. But please, please come dressed appropriately. Don't come in your underwear. Don't come without an appropriate shirt. This show goes out to many, many people around the world. Over 5,000 people today. You dress appropriately. And it'll be 9:30 p.m. tomorrow, Pakistan time, and 12:30 p.m. New York time. And let's wave goodbye. And I need to put the hand down so I can go off air. And let's have a little laughter.